Serenity Funeral Home. We are a family-owned and operated funeral home where we offer complete personalized funeral services, leading our community in funeral and cremation services. Make an appointment for your pre-need and at-need arrangements by calling us at 702-647-0123. Once again, that number is 702-647-0123. Serenity Funeral Home, caring for your loved ones as if they're our own.
Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Yo, you tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. This is Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk. I am your guy, Goose Thomas, and across from me, I got the man, the myth, the legend, the OG, Mr. Bill Blockham Logan. What's good with you, brother?
Yeah, good, bro.
You're here.
Good.
We're here.
A month into 60.
Come on, baby.
But hey,
how does it
feels
feel?
Good. It feels good, bro.
How does it feel? Don't say nothing,
Feels
Quan.
good.
I feel you. I saw you. I saw your head raise up like a meerkat, bro. What's the deal?
He can say it, bro. He can say it, bro.
He can say it.
Yeah,
he trying to. Look. The guy
no,
don't
real
like
talk,
ugly.
I didn't know you were 60 yet.
That's great.
You don't look 60.
Yeah. April 15th.
You don't look like you be in your 60s, bro.
Beautiful thing.
Thank you, sir.
If you said you're 50, I will believe it.
There you go.
Thank you.
Look, man, Bill Blockham Logan look
At the
real
same time,
good.
I thought you were born in 1909.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Look,
that's crazy.
It was a little bit before my time.
Just a touch. Just a touch. No, man, shout out, man, Dre Bailey. Doing his thing, man, out in the community, man, doing his thing. We got a packed show for you guys today, man. Quan 5 on the boards, as always. A lot of WNBA this afternoon. Aces in a tight one right now, 84-80, with 2:25 left in the fourth quarter. My favorite player in this draft, Miss Cameron Brink, doing her thing as a rookie with the LA Sparks. And you got the running mate, the college running mate of one Caitlin Clark, man. Miss Kate Martin out here with the Las Vegas Aces, who's getting a lot of burn today. Didn't play much in that first game, but is getting a lot of burn, man, here in this second game against the Sparks, man. You know, with Chelsea Gray being out, they have to kind of do that guard by committee thing until she gets back healthy. Asia Wilson with a huge mid-range jumper right there to put the Aces up 6. Oh, absolutely.
They going at
absolutely
her. She's going at her.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, De'Erica's hooping
Yo,
right
real
now.
quick, look at that girl's arms in the gray in UFC.
Got a little UFC popping as well
right now
on the TV sets in here. Shout out Serenity Funeral Home, man, one of our sponsors. Shout out Sight and Sound Event Center, another one of our sponsors. We got a lot to bring to you guys today, man. Of course, and let's get going. The elephant in the room. The WNBA has been talked about more in the last 2 months, well, I'll say month, on our page in particular, than it has in the last, how long we had the page? 8 years? We've had the page for almost a decade. And it's been talked about more in the last 2 weeks than it ever has in the last 8 years of the page's existence.
A huge current event.
It is a gigantic current event. And rightfully so, because, and I'm going to do this without mentioning the obvious name. You have perhaps, from top to bottom, the best draft class that this league has ever seen, top to bottom. Would you agree with that? Mm-hmm. Would you be in somewhat of agreement with this is the best draft class, top to bottom, that this league has seen? Sure. One could argue best draft class the league's ever seen. You have Angel Reese. Of course, I just mentioned my rookie of the year, candidate Miss Cameron Brink, and several others that lit college basketball aflame this past season. This may be going into it the most competitive season that we've seen thus far, all the way across the board. And you have people in the media, and as Jackie Young hits a dagger jumper that looks like it'll propel the Aces over the Los Angeles Sparks here. 7-point win. Nice little step back jumper. Oh, De'Erica Hanby, that was terrible, lazy defense, ma'am. Oh, God. Okay. And again, I did all of that without mentioning the obvious name, but now it's time to mention that obvious name, Billy. Name's Caitlin Clark, right? Number 1 overall pick out of Iowa, goes to the Indiana Fever, perhaps the worst team in all of major sports right now. And the backlash that this young 22-year-old lady has gotten has been unprecedented backlash. I can compare it to the backlash that LeBron James got from his own teammates coming out of high school into the league.
Oh, wow.
You remember that? I mean, we're talking about Darius Miles.
He just gonna have to fall in line.
He gonna have to fall in line. What? Your team won 15
He's
games
just like
last
any
year,
other
sir.
rookie. He's just like any other rookie.
You just like any other rookie.
Okay.
That's what Darius Miles said. Carlos Boozer, with his Sharpie right-in hair,
Beijing daddy.
had something to say. Like, what are you even talking about, sir? First game, she turns the ball over 10 times. WNBA record. And after that game, you would have thought that was the beginning
And the end of her
and
career.
the end of her career. Grand opening, grand closing. She comes out today, game 2. And that's a pretty decent game. Turns the ball over 7 or 8 times again today, but leads her team in scoring and in assists today. And on our page in particular, and I really want you to weigh in on this, Bill, because you've been seeing the same things I've been seeing. Quan, you've been seeing the same things I've been seeing. What is the obsession? Because that's what I call it at this juncture. It's an obsession with the failure of one Caitlin Clark. What is the obsession with the failure of this young lady?
Well, it started when she was the number 1 pick, which that was going to happen. It also started when she got the Nike deal. For some reason, it started again when she had the bad game. When she got the deal, oh, she don't deserve it before Asia Wilson and this and that. It's like, first of all, Asia Wilson wasn't tripping about her deal. Why are you?
Right.
We all know Asia Wilson is the best player in the WNBA.
Another Captain Obvious. I didn't
Yeah.
think we had to mention that, but okay.
Yeah. And she got her shoe deal, right?
Yeah.
Y'all happy?
She did.
Y'all happy now?
She absolutely did.
The obsession to want to see her fail is like, it's really telling when people go on social media and they act like they're just pointing something out. But we see the hate in your heart.
Yeah, we see it, man.
We see it.
It's there.
We see it.
Yeah.
Because soon as she start not playing like she did in college, which we knew that too, it's gonna be a struggle.
Everybody with a brain
knew that. She's going from college to the pros. We knew it was going to be a struggle.
And when you do that, what do? You play against better players.
You play against better players.
Especially WNBA only has 12 teams, so like the quality of play is way better than it would be even if they had 30 teams, right?
Yes.
Light years.
Yes.
Yeah, no doubt.
They pick the best players from college, from overseas or whatever to play in this league. So, and these are grown women.
Yes. Grown.
But to your point, man, it's just telling the hate that's in people's hearts.
Yeah.
And it's sad, but hey, man, that's you, not me.
Yeah. No
if
doubt.
you want to live your life hating on a young lady,
go right ahead.
hopefully it makes your life better.
Yeah.
I don't see
I
how.
doubt it.
I don't see how. You know.
Yeah, man, it just sucks, man, because 99% of these people that's doing this don't really watch the WNBA to begin with. So I think that's what I had somebody, a young lady on a different forum, tell me that Caitlin Clark, quote, was all right in college. I said, all right? So you weren't watching. It's clear you had not flipped your channel like everybody else that's into women's college basketball. You hadn't flipped your channel to watch this young lady play.
Was her
if you
all
said
right?
She's all right.
Was her all right? Janet Jackson all right? Or Lettucey all right? Which one?
Was it Kendrick Lamar all right? What was it? What was it?
Which one?
Because all right doesn't land you back-to-back National Player of the Year. It just doesn't. If you're all right, you don't land back-to-back National Player of the Year honors.
No.
Being all right.
No.
Doesn't happen that way. So this is what I say when I say these folks just don't take in the game. And again, we knew Caitlin Clark was the overall best player in the country because back-to-back National Player of the Year said so. But we also knew that there were other really good players in the country.
Yes.
That were going to be in this exact same draft she was in.
Yes.
We knew that. And I'm really disappointed, man, that we don't get to see Cardoza here for the first month and a half of the season with her shoulder injury. Man, I really wanted to see her and Angel Reese work together. I really, really did. But we'll eventually get to see it. But I wanted to see it like right off the gate, and we won't be able to see it. But so many players in this draft, and we're focused on one. Word. Now let's just say for some strange reason, Caitlin Clark's not the number one pick in the draft. Let's just say it was Angel Reese. Does Angel Reese get this same type of hate and vitriol? Let's just say it was Cardoza. Does she get this same type of hate and vitriol aimed toward them? Do they? They didn't do anything to deserve it. They did absolutely nothing to deserve that hate and vitriol toward them.
No.
Nothing at all. Do they still get it though?
And here's another elephant in the room that people, I ain't gonna say they sidestep it, but it's there. They say Caitlin Clark is getting all this pub because she's white.
Oh boy.
Because she's white.
Wow.
She's getting all the publicity. She's getting all of the
That's wild.
The perks for being white. She don't deserve it. She hasn't done anything. She hasn't won anything. So why is she getting all of these perks and pedestalizing her? First of all, nobody's pedestalizing her.
Nobody. If anything, Y'all that's making posts. If y'all that's making posts about her every single day, y'all putting her on the pedestal.
She has her fans. She has her fans. Just
like anybody else.
Asia Wilson, just like
absolutely. Just like any other player.
Angel Reese. She has her fans.
Yes.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
And it's not her fault she's capitalizing off of who she is.
Right.
It's not her fault.
Right. Quick question, and I really want both of y'all's opinion on this, man, because I can't clearly remember when LeBron James was drafted in 2003, and he had the $80 million Nike deal before he took a dribble in the association. Was there an issue with that? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Million. I'm sorry. My fault. Off 12. You can't leave M's out. I apologize. $92 million.
You left off 12 M's.
I left off 12 M's. That's a whole yearly salary for a bench player in the league right now. I'm sorry. $92 million deal before he took a dribble in the league. Now, outside of his teammates that trashed him in the media, did he get this type of vitriol? I can't clearly remember. It possibly happened.
7 years, 87. My bad.
Okay, so we was like in the middle.
Yeah,
we're in the middle.
Yeah,
okay.
He did.
He did. Oh, okay. Well,
he hasn't even been in the league yet.
Okay.
They were going crazy.
How did that work out? I'm just asking. I'm just asking a question. It's just a question. I'm not insinuating anything. I'm just asking a question. How did it work out?
Very well.
Okay. So that lets me know, number one, Phil Knight and the people over at Nike might be on to something
they know what
when they make these decisions. Mm-hmm. It's a possibility that Phil Knight is worth $75 billion for a reason, and I might be taking some billions off of his number too. So please forgive me. But it's a possibility, small possibility, that these execs at Nike know what the hell they doing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I could be wrong though.
Yeah.
Been wrong before. I could be wrong on this one. But looking at it, I'm not sure I am on this one. The execs at Nike know what they're doing.
How authentic was that comment that Asia Wilson made about Caitlin Clark? About her getting all the publicity and stuff because she's white.
Now that I'm not 100% sure of.
Okay.
Because I would have to question that coming from Asia Wilson. I would have to question that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how authentic that was.
Research.
I got to do more research to see if that was actually real.
Because if she did say that,
yeah. It's a little cringe. Slightly cringe. That's a little tough. It's a little tough.
Really, Asia?
No, I wouldn't take it that far.
Yeah.
And another thing, let's add on to this since we're piling on. A lot of people say, oh, Caitlin Clark got all of these nationally televised games in her rookie season. Number one, most number one picks do. Mm-hmm. I mean, let's keep it 100. The Cleveland Cavaliers were on television far more than we had ever seen them on television when they drafted LeBron James in 2003. Far more.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take it back a couple of years when Asia Wilson got drafted. You know how many nationally televised games she had? Well, no, not she. Mm-hmm. The Aces. And the Aces stunk the year she got there. They were horrible. Most people don't remember that because you weren't even watching.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many nationally televised games they had? Just how many regular season games do they play, first of all?
Back when she got drafted, it was
34? No, we'll just call it 40.
Yeah.
We'll just say 40.
It's 40 now.
They were on national television 35 times.
Mm-hmm.
Was that because the league just picked them out of the air and said, we're going to televise the Las Vegas Aces? No, it was because she was the number one overall pick. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
And the league has to market their number one overall pick.
Yeah.
It's only logical sense. Fast forward to 2024. Caitlin Clark is the number one overall pick in the WNBA draft.
And look what it's doing. Look what it's doing for revenue and ticket sales.
Come on, bro.
Right now,
unbelievable. It's unprecedented.
And she hasn't even gotten into her bag yet on the court.
No.
So when once she starts playing like she did in college,
boy, it's gonna be a wrap. And I think that's what people are hoping for, that she doesn't.
Yeah.
But it's coming, y'all. Here to let you know, it's coming. She's gonna figure this thing out.
Oh yeah.
She's gonna figure this thing out. Yeah. And everybody that had something to say will have to kneel down and kiss the ring at some point.
And I truly think the reason she's had her little few struggles first 3 games in the season is because of this.
Mm-hmm.
She knows that a lot of people have put a lot of personal stock in her, as well as physical stock.
Yes,
with the Nike deal and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So she could be pressing a little bit, trying to show her worth.
No doubt.
And
agreed.
Her coach has to get to her and say, "Look."
And she said it several times. Her coach has said it in a couple of press conferences.
Pull the reins back.
Chill out.
You got teammates. You got
last year's rookie of the year on your team, too.
NBA veterans on the team.
Yeah. Relax.
Let them guide you through this thing. Right. You can't do it by you. This ain't Iowa.
This ain't Iowa, man. This ain't.
And kudos to you for putting Iowa on your back for 2 years. Yeah. Because if it wasn't for you,
they wouldn't have never sniffed the NCAA tournament. It'd have been all bad. It'd have been all bad. Yeah.
So kudos for you to doing that. But here you don't have to do that.
Right.
Your first year.
Right.
Maybe 2-3 years down the road.
Yeah.
It'll be on your back.
Right. But not now.
Right now. Not now.
It ain't you.
Not now. Let the WNBA game soak into you.
Right.
Don't try to force the WNBA because you're gonna
force yourself into a brick wall is what you're gonna do. Yeah, which she's done a couple of times, by the way. I know Stewie set a screen on her so out of line today, and nobody called the screen out. I said, "Whoa, welcome to the dub." That was a brutal screen. Yeah. She had no idea it was coming. Yeah, man.
So I would say to her not to press it.
Yeah.
Just let the game come to you.
Absolutely. Fully agree, man.
You don't have to prove anything to anybody.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. It's tough, man, when you get into conversations with people that and I don't like pressing on folks, saying you ain't do this and you ain't do that. But when you make it glaringly obvious to me that you've invested 0 time into watching this league, finding out about the players in this league, anything, you fuel the engine that I'm coming back at you with. You're fueling it. By telling me that you're dumbfounded to what's going on in this league, you just fuel. That's all you do. So I'm able to counter your arguments by telling you that you haven't been watching because you're telling me that you haven't been watching.
And even through her struggles in the first 3 games, she's the 4th player in league history to record 50 points and 15 assists in their first 3 career games. As a struggling player that's a bust, joining Candace Parker, Sue Bird, and Nikki McCray. All legends and Hall of Famers.
Nikki McCray.
Hall of Famers.
Rest in peace.
Rest in heaven to Nikki McCray.
But she does have 21 turnovers, which is the most ever in the first 3 games in WNBA history.
My favorite point guard.
But a lot of them players are not catching the ball.
Oh, yeah. It's a ton
There's
of
been
them
some where it's just been straight to them, and it's like, yo.
Yeah.
But she has, she's been a little bit sloppy.
It's been a little bit of both. It's been a little bit of both. She's definitely been sloppy with the basketball on several occasions, and it's turned into.
And the thing about the season, you can clean that up every game.
Every game, yeah.
You can clean up some of that every game. So that's what she should focus on, and that's what her coach should be focusing on, letting her know.
Clean up stuff.
Clean up. Be the cleanup woman.
Yeah.
Be Betty Wright.
That's it. Hey.
Clean that thing up.
Look, I'm a little bit too young to fully remember Betty Wright. But cleanup time on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Betty Wright was playing in the background, baby. Yes, indeed, man. Shout out to Ma Dukes, man. Rest in heaven, man. And my mother, man. Betty Wright was in the background, baby. But yeah, man, exciting season thus far, man. 2-3 games into the WNBA
So we'll say going
season.
forward that we'll have many, many more WNBA posts on the page.
Oh, there'll be tons.
Okay.
There's probably some going on right now during this show from people that said they were going to watch the show.
Okay.
Probably several right now.
Big fans now.
Huge. Huge fans.
And they're not watching the show.
It is what it is, man.
They refuse to tune in.
Yeah, it is what it is. We know they're not watching the W. We know that. We know that's not happening. So
They
it is
just
what
watch
it
the
is.
headlines.
That's it. That's all it is, man. Look, man, you're live right here, man. Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk. I'm your host, Goose Thomas, man. I got Bill Blockham Logan across from me, man. Quan 5'9" on the boards, man. Shout out Dre Bailey in his absence this week, man. I was in Jamaica a week or so ago, man. And for an entire week, I felt Rasta. I felt Rastafari. Just for a week. Look, anybody that gets a chance to go to the West Indies and see how they live, it would behoove you to do so if you get the chance to do it. You ain't got to take nobody with you. Going by yourself. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. But see how these people live, man, and their customs, and what they stand on in these West Indian countries, man. It's a beautiful thing to see, man, and respect to the people of Jamaica, man. It's a very, very interesting country, brother. Very, very interesting, man. We got a chance to go up to Bob Marley's childhood home, which is about an hour and a half away from Montego Bay, where we were. Excuse me. And it's like all the way up in the hills, bro. It's like a one lane going, one lane coming, like dirt road all the way into the hills of Jamaica, man. And there are real civilizations and people that live in these towns. It is the wildest thing you ever seen. You like, people live up here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just surviving.
They look, schools, full businesses. These people are up here, man. And it's the most beautiful, most interesting thing you ever seen in your entire life, bro. So I recommend everybody, man, if you get a chance, visit the West Indies, man. Pretty dope stuff. Yeah, man. As Quan mentioned, man, we got some UFC going on. This is UFC Fight Night, right? Is this at the Apex?
Yeah, this is at the Apex.
It's at the Apex.
They're going to start doing fight nights outside of the Apex soon. So there aren't, I'm sure they'll still do some, but they're going to start traveling again
Good.
Getting to more stadiums. Last week in St. Louis, they had a sold out stadium for a fight night. And it, it looked like a pay-per-view.
Wow.
And it was, really good card.
Wow. And that's how it was, man, when I went to Nashville and the fight night was at Bridgestone.
Yeah.
16,000 people at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, Tennessee, bro, for a fight night.
And there's about 200 in the Apex right now.
Come on, man. This was not a pay-per-view card.
And I'm not even sure if they sell tickets at the Apex. I think it's like invite type thing.
Yeah.
So, I think it's going to be good for them to get out there. But yeah, tonight, my man Chaos Williams, I think you met him.
Williams,
you met him.
Yeah. Shout out Chaos.
He's co-main event tonight. So,
okay.
Dope. Yeah, looking forward to that.
Dope stuff, man. Earlier today, and I didn't even get the results on this Tyson Fury fought earlier today. I didn't get the results on that, man. Anybody that got the results on that fight, man, please let me know, Quan, if you can look it up for us, man. I didn't get it. It crept up on me, man. I'm not gonna even lie. I didn't get the notification that the fight was going on because it's obviously in another country. I think they're in UAE, aren't they? Didn't they fight in the UAE? So it was.
They're in Saudi.
They're in Saudi, yeah. So it's
most of his fights have been there, and
obvious reasons, right?
It's kind of like the Klitschko's when they had the belt forever and heavyweight division disappeared because they didn't bring the belt to America. It's starting to happen again. Even they're paying them a lot of money.
Oh yeah, tons.
But it's hurting the sport, I think,
right,
for heavyweight.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't typically want to wake up at noon and start watching a boxing match. You want to
no fight party
good
involved.
6, 7 o'clock.
Right, exactly.
So
exactly.
I think it's still going on. I'm not sure if they've
Yeah.
actually fought yet because I think the card started at noon.
Okay, so it's still going on then.
Get you a burger.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
A piece of wings.
Come on, dog. I'm up at 11 o'clock doing this. I'm supposed to be running errands right now.
I
I'm
got
supposed to be
errands
getting
to
ready
run.
for the fight party.
Yeah.
A boxing fight party is not the same with donuts and croissants.
It's not.
No.
It's not. Not a brunch fight party, bro. No chicken and waffle
Continental
fight
breakfast.
parties, bro.
It's not a continental
It's not
breakfast.
a continental breakfast party, bro. I need wings, bro. How do you bring these sides over here, man? Come on, man. What's going on? No, man. Of course, man. Tyson Fury, man. I think, still one of the top 10 pound for pound guys in the sport right now. So we'll see, man. We'll see if anybody has those results, man. Throw them in the chat. We're live on YouTube right here from the Let the Ball Bounce.
So somebody posted something about Caitlin Clark, and then at the end they said, "This is all y'all posting, but you just posted something about Caitlin Clark."
It's unreal. It's unbelievable. These people have no idea what they're doing.
It's not fair to the other players. That's all y'all posting.
Sir,
yeah, you
just added to it.
You just added to it, sir.
You literally just added to it. It's unbelievable, man.
My God.
I cannot believe this, bro.
Okay.
People, I tell you, man. Real quick, shout out to my good friend, Miss Autumn Austin, who is the president of the local chapter of Colors of Lupus of Nevada, which I am on the executive board alongside her. Today is the annual Colors of Lupus walk, starting at 5 p.m. over at the Pearson Center. Anybody that's available, please come on down. Your donations are greatly, greatly appreciated. Battling this crazy, unpredictable disease that we call lupus it's a battle, bro. Yeah. My very first big brother, man, and obviously, man, my brother-in-law has played a huge, integral part of my life, man. He's been in my life since I was 4 years old. But my very, very first big brother, man, John Keith Rhodes, suffers from lupus. And I played golf with him a week or so ago. And, just seeing him, he's gotten stronger, but he still labors, from time to time, man, because it's so unpredictable. You can have a really, really good day going, and then all of a sudden it flares. And, I know, it's
cure.
It's really not, man. And it's mostly, you hear, when you hear of the disease, you hear it mostly in women, but we have men that suffer from it too. And, if you're available this afternoon and you're in the Las Vegas Valley, stop over at the Pearson Center, 5 o'clock, man. We'll be having that lupus walk, man. It's a great cause. We're going to be doing a golf tournament later this year as well. So if you're available, man, stop by. It's a good time, man. So, but yeah, man, we got the W out of the way.
Yeah.
We spoke on the W for a half hour, bro. God.
And we got a game 7 and a game 6
tonight. And we got
tonight.
a game 6 and game 7 in the NBA tonight. Speaking of,
yeah,
let's start out west. You got a young OKC Thunder team that will not go away, Billy. They just won't go away. I personally did not predict them getting this far. Not going to even lie to you. Even after they secured, the number 1 seed, I still didn't have them getting out of the first round, bro. I didn't. I can readily admit that. and I can readily admit that I was dead wrong. This team has shown me so much. Them being so youthful, they have the resiliency and the poise of a team full of 10-plus year vets, man. It's unbelievable to watch, bro. What have you seen from this young squad, bro?
We have a new NBA. Within the NBA.
Sure, sure.
Where these teams, these OKC teams, the Minnesota teams,
yes.
they're starting to rise and make their presence felt in the playoffs. And this is where you, as players and as teams, get your muscle from.
Yes, sir.
Anthony Edwards is, if he can keep this up for years and years to come, they're going to be looking at him as like one of the GOATs, 10 years down the road. So too SGA.
Yes.
So,
oh gosh,
I like it. I told people, they were talking about, the game is going to miss LeBron. I said, no, the game is in good hands, bro.
The game in good hands.
Watch the games.
Watch it. You gotta watch. This is
to your
this
point.
is the weirdo stuff we talking about. Watch the game. Watch the players.
Yes.
The game is gonna be okay. Hell, OKC got half of them on their roster right now.
Yeah.
The game's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
I mean, some would argue that SGA should have been the MVP this year.
Yeah.
Huge argument over that right now. I'm not pissed that Joker got it, but would it have been nice to see SGA get it? Absolutely.
Well,
it would have.
They did that in the Jordan era.
Yeah.
Karl Malone and Charles Barkley had good seasons.
They had good seasons.
But so did Michael Jordan.
So did him.
And he beat them both.
Yes, he did.
Finals. But he's not the MVP.
Right. Come on now.
Okay.
Yeah.
They's like, man, Mike, we tired of giving you this, man.
Come on, man. We got to give it to somebody else. Got to, dog.
Carl,
Here you go,
congratulations.
big dog.
Chuck, congratulations.
There you go, man. Yeah.
And all,
essentially.
And all that did was show that they weren't because this dude beat them.
Look, two top 5 power forwards of all time we talking about here.
Yeah.
We ain't talking about scrubs. We're talking about 2 of the top 5 power forwards ever in Charles Barkley and Karl Malone. But come on, dog. That's Michael Jeffrey. Y'all wasn't better than him this year, bro. You just weren't. You had good years, though.
They had great years.
But that's what people might have said with Gilgeous-Alexander is if they would have given it to him, like, oh, Jokic is too good.
Right,
he's winning too much. So we're going to give it to someone else.
Of course.
But I think they were so close.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a coin flip.
Really
you might want to look at the record, and they had a better record, even though it was only by 1 game.
Right.
But he'll have his opportunity.
And he'll have his opportunity next year, like you said.
Yeah.
If you're that dude, these type of seasons will sustain themselves.
Yeah.
So you can be an MVP.
Absolutely.
At some point down the road.
Absolutely, man. Man, shout out to our guy, man, Donnell Warden, man. He's heavy on our Facebook page, man. Appreciate you chiming into the live chat, big dog. Yeah, man. We gotta bring it to YouTube, man, as well. For the live, just not on Facebook, man. We gotta bring it to the tube as well, man. So, man, we appreciate you for chiming in, man, and rocking with us this afternoon, bro. Yeah. This is going to be a real good one here this afternoon. Dallas has a chance to close it out. I like OKC tonight, though. 2 Game 7s, bro. I think it comes down to that. I really do, man. So, should be real interesting.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue that point.
Should be real interesting, but I like OKC tonight. I really do, man.
Yeah.
Let's shift to the East. We got a Game 7 with the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers. Old school, early 90s battle with the Knicks and Pacers, bro. Pacers were not to be denied the other night. It came to play. The Knicks had 0 answer for them. What do you see coming in Game 7? Which will be tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon. Yeah. What do you see, man? In New York, correct?
In New York.
Back in the Garden.
Yeah.
Woo.
In New York.
Woo.
Man, it's so this is such a highly contested series. But I'm gonna go with the home team. I'm gonna go with the home team especially if Anunoby can come back and give him anything, because OG Anunoby has probably been the reason why they might have not clinched this thing a little earlier.
Sure. When your best defender's out,
Yeah.
that's a little tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
And
now you got Josh Hart. I mean, Hart's hurt.
Yeah, and he's been playing outside of his mind, brother.
So
he really has.
But I think that Garden crowd might,
give him that boost.
Yeah, give him that boost a little bit.
Yeah, this is the best I've seen Josh Hart play.
But Indiana ain't
since he's
scared on the
been a pro.
road.
Oh no,
They're not scared
not at
on the
all. It
road,
ain't been
so-
their friend necessarily, but they're not scared. I'm not getting ready to put the scared word on them. But like you said, that Garden crowd, bro, and look, man, shout out to my big cousin, man, Rashad Cobb. This dude, since we were children. When I spend the night at his crib over in Alexander Gardens, and he'd come to my crib over on Donna, man, all he talked about were the New York Knicks. I'm talking about we 8-9 years old, brother. We in our mid-40s now.
Yeah.
This man, the Knicks are going to win the title every year, according to this guy. So the Knick fan base is a real one. It's definitely a real one. It's one of those fan bases, man, where you got to look at.
Some people would say they're delusional because
Some would say they're very
another
delusional.
fan base is claimed to do that all the time in football. And the same results. Haven't won nothing in 28 years.
Oh God, we
I'm
got it
just
this
saying.
year. We gonna get it.
But now,
yeah,
as long as you know me, have you ever
Never not
heard me
once.
say
Never not
we winning the
once, sir.
Super Bowl this
Never
year?
not once, sir.
I'm just
Never not
Are you
once,
coming to our
yeah.
watch party October 27th?
Yeah, I'll come. For sure. I came last time.
You did. You left a little quiet.
Yeah, I had to. It's nothing to tell. It's nothing to say.
Bill just got up. There's
He was
5
like,
minutes
you
left in
know
the game.
what?
He just got up.
You
walked
know
in.
what? I'm out of
Nothing to
here.
say, man.
Not getting ready to do this with you guys.
I concede.
We should go to that game.
good
I'm
game,
going
Dallas.
I'm going to the home opener, man, against the Jets.
Okay. Monday night
I'll
football.
be there. I'll be there for the Monday night game. So I already
See
got
Aaron,
that mapped out.
see Aaron Rodgers' last game?
Yeah, man. Yeah. In the Bay,
You didn't catch that.
Yeah.
for sure. Ooh, ouch. Ouch.
Last game.
Ouch. Not the Achilles heel.
Ooh.
It's a rough one.
That's a bad defense to come back to.
That's a terrible defense to come back to.
Welcome back,
Golly.
Aaron. You playing the 49ers.
For real? This how y'all do the scheduling? No, I mean, you leave it up to any Raider fan. They say they got hosed again with their scheduling. Well, you got the Chiefs in your division. You got to play them twice. I mean, if that's what you're looking at, okay. Your schedule ain't no different from nobody else's, bro. It's not.
I've never even paid attention to that deep.
No.
The schedule is the schedule.
The schedule is the schedule, bro.
You go win or you gonna lose. You got to play them.
You got to play them.
And I hate when they put out that strength of schedule thing because last year's teams are always going to be different than the next year's teams.
Every single time. Players get added, players leave. I don't understand that. Never understood it, bro. You play who's in front of you. You could catch a team that you might have been overlooking, so to speak, at the beginning of the year. You can catch them hot. Or you can catch a team that made the playoffs last year that you had bank was going to be a battle, and you go in there and run them out of the building. Mm-hmm. That's any professional league, though.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone looked at last year at this time, we got Houston, okay, win.
Right. No.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, let's see about it.
They flipped that script.
Let's see about it.
They flipped the script on that one. So
Let's
tough.
see about that. Because we still got to play this game.
You still got to play.
Not in the newspaper. It ain't played when the schedule come out. It's May. September, dog. Chill out. But no, shout out to again, man, Darnell Warden, man. He said, no, Jason Tatum should have been the MVP. Best player on the best team. I'd have to respectfully disagree with you, D. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Jokic were those dudes, bro. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had 50 30-point games this year. while shooting 55% from the floor as a guard. He runs the offense, has the ball in his hands 95% of the time, and shot 55% from the floor, sir. That's unheard of from a guard that constantly has everybody not Kevin Durant, bro.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant don't spend most of the time with the ball in his hand.
No.
He's just an efficient dude and has been for the better part of his career. When you're the main ball handler and everything goes through you and you shoot 50+% from the floor, I got to take a look at that. It forces you to take a look at that, brother. Yeah. And leading a group of young dudes, too.
Yeah.
What's the average age of their team? What's the average age of their starters? Lou Dort is like the vet on the team. He ain't been in the league 7 years. We just caught a hold of Lou Dort maybe 4 years ago. He's the vet on the team. Nick Collison not on that team no more. Lou Dort's the vet on the team.
He finally retired.
Finally retired. Godly.
Yeah.
Nick played on the Sonics 78 championship.
Man.
Wow.
Come on now. He was out there with Jack Sigma.
Yeah.
Dennis Johnson.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coach Lenny Wilkins.
Unbelievable, bro. Didn't they win a title?
Yeah, they did.
No All-Stars on that team, if I'm not mistaken. That year.
78 or
That
79.
year. Downtown Freddie Brown.
Downtown
No
Freddie.
All-Stars on that team that season, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, Billy.
No, I believe you're right.
No All-Stars on the team, and they won a title. Come on, man. Come on, man.
On Bill's 50th birthday.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Around that time. Around that time. Nah. No, man. Yeah. Back to this New York Pacer Game 7. I'm with you, Billy. That the home team fervor, that home team aura, and just the aura of the Garden itself, I think propels the New York Knicks to the Eastern Conference
Could be
Finals,
one of
bro.
those games that go down to the last shot too.
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
So
I won't dispute you.
because Indiana's not scared.
No way.
They're going to be right
No way.
there.
They're going to hoop. They've come to play.
Yeah.
And it's been shown throughout this entire series, with it being, in my opinion, one of the more competitive ones outside of the blowout. What was it in Game 3 when the Pacers blew them out? I think.
Yeah, it was.
It was over in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Like the middle of the third quarter, it was over.
I think
want to say
that was
Game 4.
That was Game 4.
That
Then
was
New
Game
York
4.
came back and
Correct.
dominated them and blew them out.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
Game 4.
Game 5.
Game 4. I knew it was one of the home games because it was 2-2, 1-1-1. So yeah, Game 4. Game 4. Correct.
And people need to stop with the conspiracy theories. It's good for the league that these series are going 6 and 7 games. That's something that the commissioner is orchestrating.
What?
He would have orchestrated LeBron James to go more than
No
5 games in the first
question
round of the
about
NBA
that.
playoffs.
That's non-debatable. What?
Yeah, I've heard that.
Tell that to the 2001 Los Angeles Lakers that won 15 games in a row before they lost one. Tell that to them. Or 11. 11 games in a row. 12 games in a row before they lost one. Yeah, tell that to them. What are you people talking about, man? Oh, man, people, bro.
I mean, from
I can't stand
just the
y'all,
outside
man.
looking in.
I cannot stand y'all, bro. I swear I can't.
But
Man,
Goose,
y'all
from
suck.
the outside looking in, yeah, these series are going deep.
Yes.
I don't think it's no conspiracy.
No, these
conspiracy,
are good matchups. These are teams that are playing each other hard, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's really that simple. I don't understand anything else outside of that.
Well, how come teams can't hold a league? There's 3-pointers in the league that can get you right back in it.
And there are other really good players out there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I hate people, man. I can't stand y'all, dog.
I mean, even the players tell you a 20-point lead is nothing in this league.
It really isn't.
It can evaporate in 5 minutes.
Look, I really had to come to grips with that about 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I forget who I was watching, man. And I'm like, whoever it was, they had like a 25-point lead at halftime. I'm like, man, I'm finna go somewhere, man. I'm not finna watch this. Look back on the phone. What?
Yeah.
25-point lead overcome? What is going? Never believed in that theory ever again after that. Yeah. This thing is not over, bro. 48 minutes in a game. If I'm averaging 100 possessions a game with pace, if you looking at the pace and some more than that, I'm just using 100 as a benchmark. We got teams that average 107, 108 possessions in a game. 25-point lead ain't safe. That's not safe. Mm-hmm. You got to think when you get by the time you get the ball over half court, you already looking at 16 seconds right there, staring you in the face. And there's people either doing this or that ball screen is coming, and we diving.
Yeah,
something is happening in between there.
Yeah, all you gotta do is watch the game, like Goose was alluding to earlier.
Oh my God, y'all suck.
The benchmark is 10.
Keep saying
when you got a 10-point lead, 20-point lead, the benchmark is 10. Let's get it to 10.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Then let's get it to double figures. Okay. Now we got something.
Yeah.
You know. But if you look, the 20-point lead is nothing.
It's really not.
Hell, a 30-point lead is
it's
nothing.
real. We've seen that too.
Yeah. You know.
Y'all just ain't been watching Steph Curry and the Warriors this past 10 years? Y'all ain't been watching that?
Yeah.
I don't understand, man. I'll never understand it, bro.
There's no conspiracy.
No.
That you can prove.
You damn sure can't prove it.
And if there is, you sure can't prove it.
No, you can't prove it. Not beyond a shadow of a doubt.
All you doing is hypothetical.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. You drumming up what's in that pea brain of yours.
Put your investigative hat on and go prove it then.
Magnum PI. Cagney
Murder,
Lacey.
She Wrote.
Murder, She Wrote.
Remington Steele.
Yeah.
Miami Vice. Oh my gosh, bro.
Just
Sheesh. Oh my goodness, bro. These people, man.
Yeah, put your investigative hat. Just don't put it out there.
Right.
Make sure you get some good, credible.
Get some good, credible information.
Then we can go from there. Yeah.
Be able to prove it.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Unbelievable stuff. Look, man, you are live with Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk. I'm your guy, Goose Thomas, man. We got Bill Blocker right here, man. Of course, man, shout out Dre Bailey, man. And we got Quan 59 on the boards, as always, with us. Look, we alluded to the NFL a little bit. One rookie, and this is kind of off the cuff, we wasn't even going to talk about this, but one rookie that you're looking at this year that just got drafted in April, one rookie that you're looking at, man, to come in and make an immediate impact, man. Who you looking at, bro?
Marvin Harrison Jr.?
No question about it. Now, my only concern, and I do have a concern, and it's a legit one.
Yeah.
Is can Kyler Murray get him the football? That's a legit concern. But Marvin Harrison is definitely at the top of that list, no question about it. No doubt about it.
I think he'll get him the ball. Mm-hmm. He can get him the ball. In a drop back perspective, probably not.
Yeah, it'd have to be on
a lot of the times he's gonna get the ball is gonna be.
Yeah, it's gonna be somebody in his lap.
For sure. It's gonna be on a broken play.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
No doubt.
That's okay. It's gonna be fun to watch.
It's definitely gonna be fun to watch
because Kyler Murray is almost 100% healthy again.
Yeah.
And when he was out there moving around like that, he was a problem.
Mm-hmm. Now, would you call this year coming up a make or break for Kyler Murray?
Probably.
In terms of, number one, staying healthy and proving that he can get the ball downfield on a consistent basis to remain in this league. Because despite how much they've paid him, which I totally understand, they wanted to lock him up, fine. There has to come a point where the rubber meets the road and you have to prove you were worth that $200+ million that we put on the table for you. There has to come a point.
The injury year aside,
Sure.
they had 2 seasons where they started out hot.
Yeah.
His healthy seasons. They started out hot and then they fizzled towards the end of the year.
Sure.
He got hurt the year prior to last year. Yeah. Tore his knee up.
Yep.
Came back towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
So he should be getting back to being 95% healthy. Probably not 100%.
Yeah.
But this might be the make or break year,
Right.
because you got a new coach in there, and Kyler Murray is just inherited.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not his guy.
Right.
We've seen that happen with old Shawnee Payton.
Who's their coach?
Absolutely. Who, the Cardinals?
Yeah, the Cardinals.
Just got somebody new in there. Who is it, man? If anybody in the chat know, let us know, bro. Let us know.
But that was the former coach's guy. That's why he got the job. That's why that coach got the job.
Right.
Because he came in, he had the same system that Kyler Murray ran, and So I mean, this could be a make or break year for him, because that's not, this dude Kyler Murray was inherited to this coach.
Sure.
And he's going to make it work. He's going to try to make it work.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm looking at the Vegas kid, man. The kid out of University of Washington, man. Rome Odunze, wide receiver. Always loved his game. The kid gets open. A great route runner.
Yeah.
I'm really, really excited to see Rome Odunze play.
Yeah.
Really, really excited for him, man. Now, the Bears have put all the requisite weapons around Caleb Williams. Still not sure about how their offensive line looks at this point, because obviously that's the glaring elephant in the room with them.
Yeah.
So I'm not exactly 100% sure. But looking at their weaponry, they got a nice little arsenal over there, bro.
Jonathan Gannon is their coach.
For
Cardinals.
the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Okay. Where was he a former coordinator at? Because I hadn't heard that name. I hadn't heard Jonathan Gannon's name.
He's been in the league since
Pretty sure he's
03.
been okay. Yeah. So
He's been in the league since 07, excuse me.
Okay. Who was his
So
last
he's at
team?
Louisville from 03 to 05.
Mm-hmm.
He was a
he
graduate
wasn't the head
assistant.
coach at
He was a
Louisville,
student
was it?
assistant, then graduate assistant.
Okay.
Then he got into the league in 07 as a quality control coach. For the
So
Falcons.
he never even was a coordinator in college. Oh, wow. So he was just a grad assistant.
Then he was a quality control guy his first year in the NFL in 07.
Okay.
Quality control guy with the Tennessee Titans in 12 to 13. Then he became the Minnesota Vikings defensive back coach
Okay.
in 14 and 17.
Okay.
Then he went to the Cardinals as their defensive back coach.
Mm.
Then he became a coordinator with the Philadelphia Eagles in 21-22.
Okay, so
That's
was
how he got
DC. Okay.
That's how he got his
He
head
wasn't
coaching
at DC
job.
until then?
Yeah, 1 year.
Wow. One year of coordinator experience out of all of that. And now he's a head coach.
Their Super Bowl year.
They won the chip.
No, they didn't. They went to the Super Bowl in 21-22.
Okay.
Philadelphia.
Okay.
Yeah, they lost.
They lost. They took the L, yeah.
But that got him a job.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, hey man, look, people run their franchises
the way they want
and do things how they see fit.
Yeah.
And I mean, we can take the New England Patriots, for example. Them hiring, Gerard Mayo.
Mm-hmm.
How many years was he a coordinator?
Maybe one.
Maybe.
Yeah, not long.
Not long, right?
Maybe one.
People do things how they want. I mean,
In hopes that it works out.
That's a special case though, because he's New England Patriot football.
Mm-hmm.
So something like that, I kind of understand.
And he went from player to coach.
Sure, because I don't even think Gerard Mayo's 40 yet.
Yeah.
My man, not even 40.
Yeah, he went from player to
He
coach.
literally just stopped playing like 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. He ain't been retired long.
And you don't know what the day-to-day interaction is with
Sure,
them. Like, if
absolutely.
they're seeing them every day, like,
No doubt.
this dude's going to be a good coach. It doesn't
Absolutely.
matter how much experience he has.
Absolutely.
Like, this is the dude I
Just
want.
you see something in somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what better franchise, I guess, for lack of a better term, than the New England Patriots when once you're a Patriot, you're in.
Mm-hmm.
You're in. So I can see
And-
how that matriculated for
And
sure.
the NFL has this trend for that when they're looking for the newest, smartest coordinator.
Yeah.
Whether he's had 1 year or not.
No doubt.
He don't even have to have a track record.
Sure.
1 year, you get to the Super Bowl. Oh, yeah, you're
Put
a
him in.
coach candidate.
Put him in.
Put him in.
Put him in. Yeah.
Give him the job.
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt.
And hopefully it works out.
Hopefully, man. We'll see.
You know,
We'll see. I mean, it's the Cardinals at the end of the day.
but in this league
So,
too,
man,
in
it's
any
tough.
league,
It's tough.
you got 2 to 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Get the boot. Speaking of, man, I don't know if you guys spoke about it last week. What Mr. Rivers said about NBA players making the jump to the NFL. I'm not sure if y'all spoke about it last week because I wasn't here.
Man. No, we didn't speak about it.
How do you feel about that, Billy?
I'm not gonna sit here and say that basketball players couldn't jump over certain ones, because certain NBA players did play football in high school, maybe some in college.
Right.
They just stuck with basketball.
Absolutely, no doubt.
But it started to get kind of disrespectful. As if the NFL is this sport where
Cupcake league.
Yeah, no, not that, but trying to bring an NBA player over, he's gonna really get embarrassed, destroyed, this and that.
Oh, okay.
And man, you don't know what kind of heart this dude got.
Right.
Anthony Edwards probably got heart.
Right.
Put the pads on, give him a little training, he ready to go.
Sure.
So, but 30 guys right now,
That's a
no.
little tough.
Come on, Austin.
That's a little tough.
Yeah.
And I think where my mindset goes is not just the game itself, but I'm talking about the preparation.
Yeah.
We got guys right now in the National Basketball Association that cried about how long training camp was in air climate control. Can you imagine putting on 40 pounds of gear in the baking hot sun twice a day? And you complaining about getting time off during training camp, my man? I think that's where my mind went.
Yeah.
Are you going to even make it through training camp? Because it's easy to say, yeah, put a helmet and some shoulder pads on me and I'll show you. What about a month prior? What happens July 23rd when we convene for camp?
Well, I will say this.
Don't fast forward to September.
I will say this, Goose, and you know this to be true. Training camp has gotten a lot softer in the NFL.
It has, but we know what it entails.
They don't hardly hit that much.
They don't. I'm talking about being in the elements.
Mm-hmm.
Heat barreling down on
Yeah.
you. We talking about dudes that's in climate control.
Yeah. Now that's something
You
they
can
have
go
to get
from
used
that to that.
Yeah.
I ain't even talking about the physical stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You really believe that these dudes would, because he was talking about mostly receivers.
Yeah.
Okay. You finna step in front of Brian Dawkins, man? Knowingly? You finna knowingly do that. Step in front of a dude that's trying to take your whole life away from you. You about to do that? We had dudes that was everyday players in the league was scared to come across there when he was there. So you about to come from basketball and do it? I guess that was my thing. You got some vicious dudes, man, that you gotta be different to play the game of football for a living, bro. You got to be different. Those are different guys out there. We both play both sports, bro. The mentality's totally different. In basketball, of course, you're trying to be a killer. You're trying to impose your will. You're trying to be physical. On the football field, it's kill or be killed. It ain't like that on the basketball court. Cats really trying to end your existence out here, man. They trying to put you away.
And they've taken that away in the NFL.
Right.
To a certain degree.
To a certain degree. But it's still people.
But
We still see it every week.
The element is still there.
The element's still there.
I'll still knock you out.
I'll still put you in this ground, sir.
I might get a flag.
I might get a flag, but I'll take it. Because I'm trying to put you in this ground.
It's going to teach you. When you coming across the middle, you're going to be peeking.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
We've seen some of the best wide receivers that ever live. Be like, nah, fam. I'm going to sit this one out. Because it's somebody head hunting back there, G, and I don't want nothing of it.
You have to be different. Because I played
brother.
wide receiver too.
Yes, sir.
And man, whew,
The slant?
back in it,
What? Man, please.
I almost got my life ended playing Gorman
Man,
on a slant.
come on, dog. You got to be different out here. This is not.
But
no.
when you play the game, these are expectations.
Yes, sir.
And it's something as a young receiver that I didn't know. Well, when I went out to my ex position, my split was shortened.
Yeah.
That's why when I ran that slant,
That linebacker was right there waiting on you. You ran right to him,
yes.
Billy.
So
You ran right to him.
I still caught it though.
Yes. Yeah.
So when I got back to the sideline after being with all my wind knocked out.
Yeah.
Got back up. Coach called the same play for me again.
Oh, no.
But he said, move your split out 5 yards.
Yeah, come on out here, man.
He was nowhere to be found then. I caught it.
Yeah.
Went about 30
We gone.
yards. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, we ain't fooling with you no more.
Yeah, I was like,
Fooled me once, shame on me.
you're a young receiver. Back then,
Of course.
it was all running, running backs.
Of course.
So when you get a pass play called to you for a receiver, man,
You're like,
yes.
Oh, yeah. Right now.
Yes.
Excited.
You ain't worried about your split. Nothing.
Excited.
Throw it.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to catch
Absolutely.
it because I might not get another one.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man, it's different, bro.
They're different. They're different.
And they've taken a lot of it away because
Right.
they don't want people getting killed
Right.
anymore.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Too much,
So while I respect the opinion
Yeah.
of one Austin Rivers, I'd have to respectfully disagree.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same thing for cats going from the NFL to the National Basketball Association. I don't believe that that's happening.
No.
They go out there and get killed, man. You will be a dancing partner, sir. You would be mincemeat out there.
Yeah.
Food, cone drill.
And there's great athletes in the NFL that can go on the basketball court and shoot and jump and all that stuff, but It's a little different.
It's a little different, dog. They say Myles Garrett, because he was didn't he run out with the Cleveland Summer League team when they were here a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Man, sit down, bro.
Yeah.
I gave a couple of examples. Julius Peppers, who played both at the University of North Carolina, and had he been a little taller, because he's 6'6", had he been 6'8", he probably could have got drafted to the National Basketball Association. My man was good. But he chose the right sport because he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he chose the right sport.
Amongst the leaders in sacks of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LeBron chose the right sport, even though he was a monster on the football field in Akron.
Yeah. He chose the right sport.
But he chose the right sport.
Chose the right sport, man. Yeah. Look, man, we appreciate everybody chiming in with us. Let the Ball Bounce Sports talk. I'm your guy, Goose Thomas, man. We got Bill Blockham Logan in the building. Shout out to our guy, Dre Bailey, man. Of course, Quan59 on the boards, as always. We appreciate y'all for chiming in. Please, if you did not catch the episode, watch the replay.
Yeah.
It's up.
Yeah.
We appreciate y'all chiming in, man. And if you scared, better go to church. Yeah.
Yeah.